Hello there. I had a little difficulty getting live for the past 8 minutes now. My little snake followed its tail around and would not go live for me. Um, a moment of stress averted as I figured out how to move forward with that and not let it be a setback, even though time um, remained a constant. Welcome to all of you here who are here to do a guided meditation. I will quickly just give an overview that I have been doing meditation since I was a junior in high school. My wrestling coach uh, introduced me to meditation. He used it as a relaxation drill. Wrestling is three-minute periods of intense physical work. And he said, if you can find the time to create a relaxing space in between in those periods when you have to rest, uh, it's fundamental for your progress in the sport. I didn't realize it was meditation at the time, and I continued to do it with other sports I did as a runner. I would always meditate after running, or not always. Predominantly, I would add it to part of my uh, warm down after running. Is I would meditate. I would take a moment to relax the body and relax the mind. Running was also very meditative for me, so I then began to do a running meditation with my running practice. I stopped running about 6 years ago. My body just wasn't sustaining that any longer, and I've continued to do meditation as a way of releasing stress, and also for the creative process. It opens another space inside of me in order to be creative. And I it's something that I had never thought of as meditation. It was just something that I needed to do on a regular basis. And when I'd get to a place where I was crazy up here, or my body wasn't working in a way that I wanted it to work, I would always go back to meditation. Uh, and one of the other things I'd like to say for those of you who are watching this, maybe you don't have a meditation practice, or you don't see it as a practice. I never saw it as a practice. And one of the things I want to encourage you is, we are conditioned to, the pass, fail, make mistakes, and succeed. There is really no wrong way to do the meditation. Meditation will work its way in you the way it needs to work. So what I'm going to do today with you is a 5 minute, that's it, 5 minute meditation. It's a truncated version of my relaxation centering meditation. And it will, sometimes the meditation is about mindfulness, and sometimes it's about mindlessness. Sometimes it's about unfocusing on the things that are just bogging up the mind. And sometimes it is about focusing on the things that are bogging up the mind and giving them their validity, and then asking them to become teachers, or to let them sit aside and rest for a bit while you proceed with what you would like to proceed with. Sometimes meditation and mindfulness or mindlessness can help you gain clarity, and other times it can create a vast expanse of nothingness. And in that nothingness, for some people, that nothingness is a fearful place, and other people that that vast mindlessness or open space is comforting and peaceful. It's really important that you allow yourself to speak to yourself and what works or doesn't work for you, and don't just run away from it because it didn't happen this time. Because remember, we for many of us who are walkers and runners and joggers and things like that, we trip, but we don't give up on walking. We fall, we don't give up on running. Sometimes many of us have fallen out of a seat while sitting. We don't give up on sitting. And we've also had nightmares, and we don't give up on sleeping. So stay with it. Find a way, if necessary, find a way, or a different process. And there are also wonderful apps that you can get that are on meditation, and that will help you to stay within a scheduled practice. Uh, that sometimes the apps are just to help you stay on track. Sometimes they're to make sure that you're following the schedule day by day, or however you choose that do that schedule. Um, I guess we can get started with uh, with with a little meditation. So what I will encourage you is find yourself. I'm sitting in an office chair. You may hear creaks every once in a while. It's a creaky old office chair. Put yourself in a seat, a comfortable seat, usually something more solid, not something too wobbly. So like yoga balls are not always the greatest, but once again, find what works for you. Something that we can be supported. You can go a little mindless, where you don't have to think about sitting or or balancing. Uh, Also, you can do this lying down. You can do this standing up. You can also do a meditation while walking. I do meditation on my bicycle while running, while walking. There are many different ways to meditate, and version, this 5 minute version, is just a really uh, simple, basic check-in. So find yourself in your comfortable seat. Comfortable seat. Make sure your feet are, if you're sitting, your feet flat on the floor, so you can feel the floor in your feet. Also feel your legs, if they're supporting you, or if they're falling out to the side, if they're falling in. Uh, take stock in yourself right now. Is your spine stacked? In this office chair that I'm sitting in, I'm leaning back just a bit, so I don't feel stacked, but yet I'm supported. I don't feel like I'm going to fall out of the chair, and I also am not worried. I do, because I'm looking at you on the camera here. My head is a little out of alignment with my spine, so I do feel that my head is falling off. So you might see me lean back a little bit as I do this. You can do this with your eyes open or with your eyes closed. Um, there is, once again, you'll find your way. And also, I encourage you to try it, the different ways. Close your eyes or keep your eyes open. You may also find that you're in a space where there's others going around you. There's people, you're in some places where we're sheltering in place, and there is more family members around. There will be other noises. There's a pet or something that's around. Don't worry about that. Right now you might hear auto or car noises coming from outside my window. Uh, there's a great little anecdote about a guy who went to India to study his meditation practice, and he went to study with a wonderful guru. And he got to this place in the middle of Bombay, and it was on a busy corner. And he would go to practice, and every day he'd hear car noises, people fighting in the street, and he would say to his guru, he said, "This is killing me. People, all the noises. How can I focus on my meditation if everything out there is going crazy?" And day after day, he would complain about the noises in the street. And finally, the guru said to him, he said, "I just have one question for you. Are the noises coming in to bother you, or are you going out to bother them?" And oftentimes we do. When we hear those noises, we put our attention towards that, and we go outside to find these things which will bother us. And if you just come in and relax and let the noises be what the noises are, and the other folks doing what they do what they do, and just focus on this, there is the beginning of your practice. There is the beginning of your centering of self. So here we are in our wonderful places, whatever that may be. And also, you can make that place as wonderful as you need it to be, regardless of where you are. Find yourself centered, supported. My feet are firmly on the ground. My legs I'm sitting at a desk, and my knees are leaned out against the desk, and they're supported in that way. My spine is supported. My head is on top of my spine, on top of my shoulders. Everything was well supported. My arms are going to come down, although I use my hands to talk a lot. My arms are going to come down, and they're going to stay supported on the armrests of the chair. And I'm just going to take a moment to check in. Where's my tension? As I look at the camera, I see that my head is tilted to one side, and that makes me a little, I go, wow, I'm not centered. That is years of acrobatics and things like that. And also the camera's not centered on my face. And I'm just going to let myself get into my breath and just breathe. relaxed breathing. Just in, fill the lungs, and out. And you don't have to force it. You don't have to sit there and go to fill up the lungs. Just let the air fall into your lungs, and then let the weight of your body push the air back out. And the weight falls into the lungs. And feel where you have tension. You have tension in your neck. There's things bothering you about your day that's there with that. Do you have tension in some people? I wear glasses for reading, and I get tension in my ears. You'll see them wiggle a little bit. I get tension there, and I just want to release that tension as well. Sometimes I get tension in my face, which is one of the things that always I got reports about when I went to acting school was relax your face, relax your face. I had no idea how to do that. Still don't. Let yourself be in your space, and we're going to begin our 5-minute meditation to settle, to focus, to become right here. Let this become the center of the universe. Your heartbeat, you might be able to feel your pulse inside as your heart should start to relax. Yeah, just nice and relaxed breathing, relaxed pulse. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, or breathe in through the mouth, breathe out through the mouth. I'm a mouth breather, so I will work on a little bit of both. I will work on getting some inhales through my nose and exhales through my mouth. But I also will breathe through my mouth as well when I really feel like I am constrained and not getting the air that I want. And then I'll let that go. So we will begin a 5-minute guided meditation. So inhale and fill your lungs, and exhale and let that air back out. And inhale and exhale. As you inhale and exhale, feel the air, fill your lungs, and feel that air as it goes from your lungs and it goes into your bloodstream. Feel the oxygenated blood as it travels throughout your body to where it is needed, giving life and love to all that is necessary. Feel your feet in the floor as you continue to inhale and exhale at your own rate. Feel your feet in the floor. Are your toes floating off the floor, or are they resting with the rest of the foot? Where is the tension in that foot? Just identify it and let it be. You don't have to make any changes. Just identifying that. Where do you feel as you go down and find the foot? What is happening with your lower leg, the calf, the shin, the knees? Is there tension there? Do you feel strain from walking? Maybe you twisted an ankle. Maybe you turned a foot. You tied your shoe too tight. Let that be, and work yourself up into your upper thigh. You feel your quads, your hamstring. Is it in line with your body? Are you supported? And continue to breathe in and breathe out. As we move up from the thighs, we're going to move into the lower part of the body, the torso. You feel your belly. You're aware of it. It's not about whether it makes you happy or sad, if it's too large or too small. Just let it be and identify. Are you hungry? Have you eaten? Are you full? And let that be what it is. No more. Moving up into the lungs, into the chest area. Is there tension in your chest? Have you been doing workouts? Do you feel the muscles in your chest? And let them be. Just let them be. Identify them. Over to the arms, the shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms, hands. The blood that you're breathing in and out, the air that you're breathing in and out, and filling that blood with oxygenated blood, and filling the veins and the arteries. It's all reporting back. And up to your head. Is your head resting nicely on your body, centered? There are thoughts going through your head. Many thoughts about the news, about life, about groceries, about your family, about your loved ones, about relationships. Identify them, let them linger there, let them be, and also allow them to go if they wish. Let them fly away. And as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, allow your body to become weightless. Let it float if need be. Allow it to become heavily weighted. Let it sink if need be. Become firmer. It's not because you're doing anything. You're just allowing it to be. And you continue to breathe in and breathe out, letting everything just flow. Your blood is flowing. Your air is flowing. Your thoughts are flowing. In this space, where we have just a few moments left, in this space, this is the magical space where you are infinite. You are connected to all things. You are not disconnected. You are, and you are capable. This is where creativity begins. This is where you create the world that you want in the world. This is where you originate the miracles and allow anything to happen. And let that sit for a moment and let it become a part of every part of your being. Every muscle, every fiber, all the liquids in your body, all the blood in your body. Let it flow. And breathe in and breathe out. We've just finished 5 minutes of guided meditation, of centering in the body, centering in the world. This is a practice you can do every day. 5 minutes. It's very easy. It's very simple. And you may find that it may not be easy, yet it will still remain simple. 5 minutes of your day in which you can open the doors of creativity, open the doors of joy, not just happiness. Open the doors to let things flow out as freely as they flow in. Begins with the breath, centering, finding yourself. You can do this at a bus stop. You can do it on the bus, in your car, waiting at a stop sign, at home, where you will stay at home and stay safe. In this space is where we create our new normal. It's where we're going to create what the world is to be once we step back outside and roam freely again. Thank you for joining me here. Use your breath to find your way of staying safe, staying healthy, staying sane. Thank you again for joining me, and look for more of these meditations. I will do some longer ones. These will stay posted so that you can use the same 5-minute meditation if you want, and I will do some 10-minute meditations and go a little bit longer. If you enjoy this, please let me know. If you would like more, or you'd like something different, or you'd like to focus on a certain thing, we can also do focused meditations. Thank you for joining me today. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. Namaste.